Just like everybody else, I have thoughts on the Diddy trial. And just in case you were concerned, I do wash this hoodie sometimes. Now, I haven't washed it in probably a couple of days, but yeah, I do wash it. It just is like my home uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like Doug Funny or any of those old, cartoons. When people wore the same thing every episode, that's kind of like I am when I go home. I mean, I kind of put on the same couple sweats and the same couple hoodies, and that's what I rock when I go to the house. If there's nobody else here, then that's kind of what's happening. Now, if I go out, if I decide I'm going to change venues, then obviously I'm going to dress appropriately. But I'm making YouTube videos right now, and really I just want to sit here on the couch, and it's much more comfortable. But back to Diddy. Guys, he's going to jail for a really long time. So I know people keep getting caught up in all the baby oil and all the Cassie, testimony where it's been just vile. It's been the sickest stuff that you can possibly ever hear taking place in between four walls or just a bedroom, maybe with just a door. If that, I don't know how they got in there. They probably got in there by magical bookcase for all we know. But anyway, those freak-offs were some freaky shits, and it was diabolical to a point. I mean, first of all, the crazy thing that I found is like, how do you just have people have sex for days? I mean, how much drugs did you keep them on? I mean, they had to have war drugs to be able to just bang for days like that. That's how those people used to stay awake overseas while they were sitting in 30-degree mud. It's just swamped in. How are they awake? Trying to stay aware of the enemy. I mean, you could only stay scared for so long. Hyper alert. They used a lot of meth, a lot of cocaine, a lot of that stuff. And I mean, boy, it was a lot more than that at them Diddy parties. And it is just wild to think that so many folks really keep getting caught up in the fact that they think this is some type of domestic violence case now, just because they keep talking about Cassie getting drugged down the hallway. No. That's not what's happening. They're setting up a precedent for all the stuff that they're going to take place, or they're going to present to the people later. I mean, they're just setting up the case, you guys. For those who don't know court, I don't even know court that well, but I know it enough, and I've seen enough trials to know that's what they're doing in this case. It's still a RICO case. It's still about trafficking. It's still about racketeering, and they're still going to get to that. But you got to set a basis. You got to manipulate the minds of the people of the jury, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to convince the jury that you want to win. And that's what they're trying to do in this Diddy case. They're trying to show him throwing that vase and dragging her down that hallway as much as they possibly can and let her tell her testimony. And what's also going to happen is all these other people that nobody has heard of are going to come up out of the woodworks, and they're going to snitch on Diddy. All these people that he probably didn't think would ever betray him are going to betray him. Because people who are this far gone in reality, these people who have these God complexes, they actually think that people were going to stay loyal to the end, not realizing that these people could not wait for this day to take place. All these people who were silent in the midst, who never said anything all these years while all these women started disappearing, coming up missing, rappers dying, and people getting beat right in front of their faces and threatened with guns, cars getting blown up, and they said nothing. Now they feel like they can be freed from that tyranny of the Diddy. You know what I'm saying? You can be freed from this. Is it here? Is that day? Is it finally come? Oh my God, we can finally put them away. It's one of those moments. So like when they locked away all those crazy cult leaders and stuff like that, those people who celebrated, that's what they're trying to do deep down with this Diddy case. All those security guards, all those people that worked around him, all the people that saw the heinous activity that took place, they're like, oh my God, this is our moment. We can finally put him away. He can't hurt us anymore. And since it's a RICO case, they're obviously going to take down everyone. Anybody who could come after us, anybody who can blackmail us or come after us in the middle of the night, kill our family, going to be gone. They're going to be locked up, locked away, and we're no longer going to have to sleep with one eye open anymore. We can finally rest. My goodness, doesn't that sound peaceful? When can I testify? That's exactly what's going to happen. Those people are going to snitch as soon as they possibly can, and I don't blame them. They've already got enough flack for just sitting around for all these years not saying anything, and now they want to come out on all of these podcasts and all these interviews and start talking all this stuff when it was like, hey homie, where were you when people had black eyes so huge that they could actually be starred in a cartoon? Where were you then? You never said anything then, but now it's time to speak up. Now that you're a little bit distanced from Diddy, now he can't just off you in the middle of the streets. I mean, since he can't just do that, now you're going to talk. I just find some of that really funny. But as long as these people step up and do the right thing, I guess it's not going to matter. And then you're going to still have these idiots. There's still going to be people after Diddy is convicted, unless there's some type of, like mistrial or something like that takes place. After he's convicted, you're still going to have people out there clamoring for Diddy's innocence, saying, he didn't do this. It's just a white man trying to take him down. They always take the best of us. And it's like, man, just shut up. I'm going to be staring at that individual awfully confused. I'm going to be looking at him like Giannis looked at Tyrese Halliburton's father when he had the nerve to walk up to him after that game. Like, what are you thinking? Really? Are you really out here caping up for Diddy? A man who would sell you off into sex slavery and have you more lubed up than his anal beads in a matter of seconds. That guy is the person that you're trying to defend. Dude, miss me with that shit. I mean, what is wrong with people? Because they're coming. There's people out there defending it right now. There's people out there, the NTRs of the world, the people who have to advocate for the men so much that they're still over here bashing on Cassie, talking about she needs to be held accountable for the action she did when she was 19 to 24 years old. You got 40 to 50-year-old men out here talking about how she needs to be a grown woman at that age, when all of them probably made all the worst decisions in the world when they were that age. Probably never made a good choice, crashed out, knocked up all sorts of baby mamas, contracted all sorts of STDs, but yet they're telling this person she should have never been manipulated like this. Like, that wasn't a possibility. Like, that could never happen when you're dealing with billionaires or potential billionaires. I mean, come on, man. These people who be missing all the context, who just be trying to change stories and fix it to just fit their own narratives, are sick. They're sick. They don't ever want to see the nuance in stories. They're the same people I always talk about. They just try to bait you. They just prey on your, emotions. Now, I hate the fact that sometimes on this channel now that I'm always putting out the clickbaity titles and the ugly thumbnails. But man, I got to get people to click on these videos. I mean, nonetheless, it's not going to happen. So, the problem that we have, though, is that you have people that you never really understand what they're addressing in the comments. You have people in the comments who are just, just shouting off at the world. Like, who are you actually addressing? Are you addressing the video? Because what you're talking about was addressed in the video. It's like you didn't watch it, or you watched a couple minutes and then you came to your own conclusion. And thus, that's why you have idiots that are lost out here caping up for Diddy. People who don't get the full context of the story. People who only see it on the surface. People who only watch people who want to cater to what they want to believe. They leave out all sorts of facts, all sorts of information that's going to leave you confused and dumbfounded at the end when he's locked up in cuffs and he's about to get pounded until he's hanging from a rope later on. Because it's like, what happened? Y'all gonna be walking around like, I can't believe this. Shocker. I can't believe they locked away Diddy. Can you believe this? Then you're gonna have folks act there like it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. I don't know, man. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, was just ranting about Diddy. I didn't expect it to go full blown like that long, uninterrupted, uncensored, even though I don't even think I cussed. But yeah, those are my thoughts. See ya.